Why, hello there. So I have an exciting announcement. I am now a very talented artist. I just willed it into the universe and here we are. So you've probably seen this print before. Like I've seen this pop up a ton on Instagram or Pinterest or aesthetic mood boards. Let me show you what I mean. But first, this is Matisse. He's the famous French artist who created the artwork I won't stop talking about. Matisse created a series of 4, but Blue Nude 2 seems to be the most popular.
I'm sorry that people are so jealous of me, but I can't help it that I'm popular.
No, but for real, I feel like I've seen this print a lot over the past year. Even his style in general. He's known for using fluid lines, unnaturally bright colors, and abstract forms. He wanted to strip things down to their essential elements. I've always liked his art because of the vibrancy. Like, it just makes me happy. But yeah, hopefully you can see how other designers are pulling direct inspiration from Matisse. Brands too. For example, this hard kombucha is looking very Matisse in their branding. Yes, 2020 has brought us hard kombucha. Or this olive oil company. Ugh, they must be using some fancy ass olives. Or even these candles. Am I reaching? But I think there's something there. It even passes my Urban Outfitter trend test. I don't know, maybe we're all collectively reaching for simplicity or brightness in our lives. So I hope I got you guys hooked into my video by now, because today I am going to try to create my very own version of this artwork. And we're gonna talk a little bit about the artist behind it. Oh, I wasn't talking about myself, by the way, just in case you're like a little confused, because I am an artist now. I got some art supplies just for this. I got some like really cute brushes, like this paint set that TikTok told me to buy, so but look how cute. Glue, scissors, and you know, paper. So yes, I am so excited. Also, I've had so much coffee today, so I feel like a lot of people during quarantine have gotten into like painting and drawing and just all of these crafts, and I didn't really go through that phase, really. I think it's about time that I do. I don't know, I have an irrational hate of adult coloring books though. If you like them and they de-stress you, like that is great. I just don't like them. I don't know why, I haven't even tried one. So I'm like the worst type of person where I like hate something without even trying it. Maybe I should try it, probably really benefit from it. The key part of this is that I am using gouache paint. This is, I don't know if you could zoom in, gouache. Oh, by the way, we need to talk about my nails because you're gonna be seeing a lot of them in this video. I attempted to do like that trend where just the tips are painted, like freehand, and like the left hand is kind of okay because I'm right-handed, so I was able to like paint it, but like I'm wounded on my pinky, so my right hand in general is just looking a little rough right now, but just don't look too close at my hands. Oh yeah, what was I saying? If you want to be like the artist, Henri Matisse, you need gouache because that is what he used to create this artwork. So gouache is supposed to be quick drying, really opaque, and matte. So we'll find out today because I've actually never worked with gouache. I really like saying it though. Gouache. So step 1, we're gonna paint a piece of paper blue. Let's get situated. We're gonna move Riri because we don't want to get her painted on. Oh, this is really thick. Okay, we kind of got a setup going, and we need to find blue. Ooh. Okay, blue. There it is. There. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna be using maybe this blue. It's like more of a dark purple. It reminds me of those like little jelly cup candies that you used to get. I mean, I'm not encouraging eating this. Why won't it focus? I'm doing the YouTube thing. Oh, yeah, it is. So I'm gonna start with these two first and see if I can mix them and try to create kind of that like darker shade of blue. But first, let me like take care of this. I'll be right back. Do you guys like my shirt, by the way? Like, isn't it so good? It's like all of the cartoons that I grew up with, especially my favorite right here. They're so pretty. I don't even know what to do with them. Okay, so this is the blue that I need to go for. Someone who actually knows how to paint is watching this and cringing at everything I'm doing right now. Oh God. Why did I think a tiny bit of... Okay, maybe I didn't put a tiny bit of... What? Oh my God, that is not the color I'm going for. What if I mix this in here? Keep adding blue. I probably only need a dot of black. Oh my God, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I think I've painted since like elementary school. Can't tell if I'm making it worse. Thank you. I love you. Oh no, did I make this too light now? I honestly thought when I was planning this video that like mixing the paint would take 2 seconds. Okay, we're not trying to be exact. We're trying to do our own thing, you know? So we've got our blue, our Matisse blue. This is kind of calming. I like to see why people are into this. I could be a painting bitch. But the reason I am painting this entire thing blue is because that is actually what Matisse did. This painting is actually made out of cutouts. Yeah, so this isn't a painting, but what are cutouts? Matisse would take sheets of paper, fully painted with gouache, use scissors to cut out different forms and shapes, then pin or glue them down to create a composition. Then boom, he created a new body of iconic art. So he did use cutouts throughout his career to help map out his compositions, like a blueprint. But it wasn't until the 1940s, when his health was in decline, that he explored and celebrated this technique as art in itself. Oh, I'm gonna run out of paint really quickly. I'm gonna have to do more mixing, and then the blues are gonna look different, I just realized. I am calm, I am calm. You know, and I think it's so cool that, you know, we're here in 2020 and his artwork is trending and like aesthetic. So yeah, Matisse was diagnosed with abdominal cancer later in his life, and he underwent surgery that left him basically like bedridden or in a wheelchair, like he couldn't move around like he used to. And that meant he couldn't really paint like he used to. And so that's where like the cutouts really became like his way of creating again. His studio assistants painted sheets of paper for Matisse to cut out. They'd also assist with arranging, then gluing or pinning based on how Matisse wanted the composition. Because the cutouts were usually lightly secured with pins or glue, the art was very fluid and capable of changing. Like, I kind of pictured it as a living, breathing thing that was somewhere in between 3D sculpture and painting. I need to make more blue. I really should have like Googled how to mix paint. Maybe like look up the color wheel. It's feeling a bit spontaneous, you know, and sometimes you just gotta go with it. There's like a few different blues going on. So yeah, these cutouts he, you know, created towards the end of his life, but I feel like he's almost like just as famous for his cutouts as he is for like his other masterpieces. Maybe more famous, I don't know. But I think it's really cool. And that's another reason why I really like his cutouts. They represent like a fearlessness almost, or like courage to me. Like he was already so successful as a modern artist. He could have stayed famous for this, or this, or this. So moral of the story, break out of your comfort zone. You know what I'm realizing? I could have just used the blue out of the package without any mixing, and that would have gotten me closer to the blue than what I did. We are going to stare at this until it dries. Washing my brushes and this mess I made. So the thing is almost dry. I've just been like really patient, just like let it do its thing. Okay, let's give it like another minute. I think it is time to light a candle, because I'm one of those people where like my life can be a complete shit show, but I'll light a candle and everything's fine, you know? I recently learned you're supposed to trim your wicks after you use it so it doesn't have like the whatever at the top. I forgot to trim this. Just adult things. Feels like fall in LA. Welcome to my Zen den. Step 2, finally. We are going to take our gouache covered sheet of paper and we are going to start cutting out shapes. Okay, this is a lot harder than I thought. the 2 feet. You know what? Because I'm like now going through trying to make this myself, it just makes me appreciate Matisse's cutouts even more. Step 3 is to arrange your cutouts. I'm going to do that now, even though I kind of cheated and it's almost kind of arranged and almost ready to be glued. I kind of have it in the general arrangement of the image. I've just been following this. Step 4, we glue. You see how it's like kind of sticking up everywhere? This is actually like pretty true to what Matisse's original cutouts would be like, you know? Like when I was saying they're pretty 3D, like a little sculpture on paper. Oh my god, this looks like nothing like it's supposed to be. Here's my final masterpiece. I think she's cute. I'm calling this Blue Nude 5.5. Apologies to the boob region. I feel like it's not as bad as we maybe all expected, for a non-artist, of course. And it taught me how fucking difficult it is to create a cutout. So we're still in the process of putting together a gallery wall, but look at, there is this chunk of space right here. What do we think about maybe? Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me and going on this adventure. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye.